I'm very excited to be here and to share my passion for communication because for the last 15 years I was working in the environment where communication was bringing a change. And I hope that, and I saw some of the project's ideas, and I'm sure that we can share this passion, and I will share my experience, my ideas, and maybe they can improve your projects. Let's start. When I start to work on communication strategy, I always remind myself about the statement, what is the difference between just informing and communication. And I'm sure all of us already quite experienced in communication and promoting the projects. We're all from culture and creative environment where we're already creative, actually. But still it's important to remember that we are not just distributing booklets, for example, about our festival, but what we aim with these booklets. We aim that people would take the flyer, will be informed about the event, and will come to the event. They will like this flyer. There's several stages of communication that we should pass. From just informing, then to getting support, and finally to change behavior. Make people come to the event, make people support you for crowdfunding, make people watch the film or pay for the entrance to the festival, or become your partners. It means that actually there is a difference. And let's think how we can go from just informing to communicating. Here is a log frame I use for all my strategies. For different EU projects, and maybe that will be used at a workshop. I will share with you some concrete examples of strategies. And the structure is actually all the time the same. And the same structure can actually apply to the project in general. I'm sure all of you work with a log frame. But let's see what is a communication strategy and why you need it actually. Usually how people build the projects. You have a great idea, you want to work with refugees, for example, to make with them some workshops on crafting. You build a project, and then you think, how can I promote it? And the first question I ask, why you need to promote it? Or because EU likes to promote the projects, or EU needs visibility, or I want that everybody would know about my project. The process can be different. You can first identify the problems. What are the challenges you're facing? And then think how communication can help you to actually tackle these challenges. Audience is an important point because you would need to look very deeply to each of your groups. Yeah, you would think about their age. You would think about how they consume information, why they consume it, what they are looking for when they watch TV or when they use social media, and that's all need to be described. Usually you would need to research about statistics. We will speak about this later. But sometimes people do even marketing research, yes, if they have a budget, or they ask marketing agencies to share the latest market research from this group of people. Channels, as we discussed, you look deeply to decision makers, you would think how you can access them, maybe not through social media, from another channels, young people through social media. And then we think about message, and it should be different for each group. We will speak about motifs. Yes, what can stimulate people? You can say that, yes, I'm exciting, we are great, they will be interesting. But the message they will receive from everybody, yeah? Each museum would say we are the best. And yes, to find a right motif for the people is very important. It can be something about emotions. Yeah, it can be about children or, any crisis. In some cases, it can be just entertainment. Anyway, there should be motif, and it should be very, touchy for this group of people. For decision makers, for sure, that would be something about economy or security in this testing. This usually a part where organization doesn't have enough resources to conduct. In both cases, where you define problem, you need the research, and when you test your project, you need, some kind of efforts, additional activities, and of course, planning in advance. If you started the preparation to the festival 1 month before, testing won't help. But for sure, my experience shows that testing will show you that some messages won't work with this audience. I was working on health issues, for example, and we were sure that vaccination, how to make mothers to get vaccines for their kids, would work. with celebrities. If celebrity would address mothers, I mean, I made vaccines for I vaccinated my kids, you vaccinated kids, it would work. With the real mothers, when we meet with 3 groups of 15 mothers in each and showed them some of examples of such messages, they showed us, no, we don't trust, we think celebrities, in this case, they are corrupt or they can afford to get good vaccines, and we cannot. Communication plan, when you did all this, you do just a plan. When we build this as the columns, you will see that you have already audience, you have message, you have channel, and then you just build activities that would match all these 2 components. And then you evaluate. Important for proposals as well as important for your efficiency. Once you pass evaluation, you will understand what worked, what not, and how you can continue it, and actually pass experience to other colleagues through interviews, case studies, etc. That's what EU wants from us to show in the proposals, really, to share experience and lessons learned. It's very short, and let's look to the, I think it's not difficult. You know, with this table, you don't need PR people, we don't need PR education, etc. But let's look to each element. There are some surprises behind each of the steps. What we are communicating. Usually people try to speak more about activities. We conducted a workshop about crafting with refugees. We opened an exhibition. And then you receive an answer from a journalist, I'm not interested, or you just receive a news report. And what is actually the change you're bringing? And your projects are actually about bringing a change. Yes, that's what we are thinking about, resolving some issues in society or improving cultural and creative industry development. What is the impact? And with this, let's try to rephrase the press release, starting with we conducted a workshop for 15 people on crafting skills in Ljubljana on 24th of May. What can be a different lead in this case? 24 refugees would start their small businesses following their events in Ljubljana or the project here. And then it's not only, speaking about refugees, but also what it will bring to your community. Explain the impact and change the leads to this way. Do it on your websites, do it in your brochures, don't speak just about your activities. We are here to do workshops, do capacity building, organize festivals. We are here to, and try to be concrete. This is a tricky place. You can say, we're here to promote culture. You know, there is also, this is too broad. About workshops, it's too specific. Try to tell what concretely will change, and think now is the main secret. Think about women, 45, living in the middle-sized city in Slovenia. That's how TV people think. Maybe I will say about this more, but that's how TV people think. They are thinking in Ukraine, for example, 45 years woman living in Rivne, married, 2 kids. Kids are students already. She has a car. She's working as a teacher. That's the portrait. For each of your case, of course, the portrait will be different, but that's when you speak about masses. And for TV, for example, females married 45 plus is the main audience. And campaign will provide practical information. Again, this is something from marketing and from psychology. How people make decisions, how people make decisions about visiting something, reading about something, how you can catch their attention. And actually, we are all ruled by very basic instincts: survival, making more humans. And about survival, it's about not to be eaten or to have something to eat. It sounds quite simple, yes, and basic. We are more, of course, difficult bodies with difficult minds, but actually no, people are attracted to emotions when they entertain, or to something practical about survival. And I will look to some of the examples. And of course, you get inspired. There are a lot of different case studies, examples of communication events around. For example, The Guardian, I don't know if you already subscribed, but they have a special community for cultural professionals and a special communication and marketing section there. And almost each day they share examples of how different museums or festivals promote on different topics. There are a lot of such resources. I also, when I start to work on anything, domestic violence or creative festival, I usually collect a number of examples how it was done before in all of the countries. And then I think, how can I do it in my environment? Coming back to entertain or provide practical information. I don't know if you're fans of Game of Thrones, but winter is coming. Even after the summer, winter will come. And this is what Center for Disease Control in the States made. They use this winter is coming slogan to provide the people information how to protect themselves in a freezing weather. Why I'm showing it to you, it's just a perfect match of practical and entertaining information. They just didn't say, be aware of threats caused by minus temperature in your city, but they, try to entertain. And how you can use this example. I saw this example. I mean, it's not about from creative industries, but creative actually. And I was thinking about, I was at that time working on brochure for my program, and I was thinking, how can I make not about program, because what people will do with a brochure about my program. I tried to make it practical, to provide a number of facts why culture matters, and to call people for action. Become ambassador of culture. Use these facts in your communication. I knew that there was a problem. People were struggling to explain why actually their organizations, culture and creative organizations, important for government in the time of war in Ukraine. And I thought, okay, they are lacking facts. I will provide these facts, and that will make them to keep this brochure and to use it. I will also ask them to join us. That's also something about, call for action. And then I would, very shortly describe shortly not what we are doing. What I said, how the program can support you. Okay, we spoke about what we are speaking, content. Yeah, and content nowadays is very important. Why? Coming back, why you need to take care of all your messages and what you deliver. It's actually about, I don't know if you heard about this human to human. Before, everybody were speaking about B2B, business to business, or business to community. That's how PR also, or marketing was called. But nowadays, it's human to human. When you open BBC, you would see that even J8 meeting in Davos or somewhere would start not from presidents of 8 countries met. It would start from description of a pedestrian walking in a village near the place where a summit would be organized. If you would look to the advertisement, the most successful advertisement featured big faces, better with smile. That works. People with the development of internet, you are not just reading information, you all know this, you are now communicating. When you communicate, you desire actually to see people behind this. That's how communication works now. That's why you think how about this content. And now we would move from content to your audience. Very general, let's say, mistake. I'm sure it's a mistake what organizations do, and as well as actually EU sometimes. They are speaking about general audience. Please develop a campaign for general audience to raise awareness on tolerance. And actually, it's impossible to speak to everyone about everything. When you would think about exhibition, new exhibition here in museum, if you would issue the same statement, the same messages to everyone, you should try really hard to find something what you would unite young people, families, businessmen, decision makers. What would unite them? I mean, there are some common values in the societies. But even these common values, they should be presented to each of the group differently. That's why everyone about everything is very, ambitious and not measurable objective. And during evaluation, if you would speak about theory and classic of communication campaigns, that would not work. This kind of proposal would be rejected if you would say that we are working with general audience. Of course, you can aim to involve all society, but you need to understand that you would need to have resources to develop messages, actions to each target audience separately. That's why you would need to know your audience. And how you know them? From one side, you could of course look to how people consume information. You can think about classical media channels, but that's not all. But even starting with media, be careful with whom you would reach on TV, whom you would reach on social networks. Of course, for example, here we have in a recent EU poll, 86% of population watch TV. But how do they do it? Usually you would get 20-second report in the evening news. Yes, they are popular. In Ukraine, they are watched by 13 million people. In Slovenia, if we would use this number, yeah, it will be more than 1 million people. But that would be 20-second report. And not all family gathers near TV during this news program. And news program is the only one opportunity where you have all audience. Because, for example, when there will be serious or entertainment show afterwards, I know, The Voice, if you have it here, there will be a lot of people. But usually, as I said, it's a woman, 45 plus. You can think about social media and go there, thinking that you will reach a young audience. But when I'm speaking about with my students, for example, and I'm referring a lot to Facebook, I saw surprise on their face, and I said, okay, do you follow this media or this person? They said, no. I said, come on, it's Facebook, you're all there. No, we're not there, our parents are there. And this is surprise, they are hiding from the parents. I'm hiding now from my mother, mother. She started to use Facebook, she always follows my post. I moved to Instagram. She's not there yet. But I mean, try to think what you will get from sending your press release to radio. In radio, it's not even 20 seconds. They usually give 3 sentences about the event. It's good, it's already not bad, but for some kind of events, if you want to come, make people to come in the evening to your exhibition, it's perfect. 21 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening park, please come. Perfect. But if you want to speak about some social issue, problems of education or any integration between different groups of society, it's impossible to tell in 3 sentences. I mean, everything is possible. Of course, even with TV, you can make it possible. But we're speaking about efforts and the immediate result. Immediate result of just sending your press release to all these types of media would not be as you think, that they would just, publish it and that will work. That's why, yes, to reach your audience, we spoke with you about content, about who is your audience, and now which channels you would use to reach your audience. That's also a question to explore. How I do it, I usually search for statistics. Here is what I found on Slovenia. Maybe this service, I will share with you a link. They do this for all countries. I found it also for 6 countries where I'm working now. Some results surprise me. In some countries, for example, social media use is lower than 15%. Where the internet penetration is, higher than 80%, you would have some surprises, but here I don't see any surprises. There are a lot of internet users, and at least 40% use social media. But again, when you speak that you want to involve all society, you would have, from internet, you would reach 70% of people, but through social networks, you would reach 40% of people. And then you will go even closer to look to the social media. You will understand that among this 40%, how they use social media. Some for just messaging, some for following or watching movies, some for news resources. These are different. For example, you go to another resource, Social Bakers, and you search for statistics on Facebook. We are speaking here about only media accounts. We are looking here at which media has the strongest accounts. We have Radio 1. Slovenia is 24. Great. We see a number of followers, and you know that out of this number, they would see per day 1 or maybe even less posts from this page. We all know this. We subscribe to a lot of pages. Not all posts will be shown to us. It's already a good number. But you see, you can target now. You understand that if you would have a joint project with Radio 1, they would broadcast something on radio, they would put some posts on Facebook. You now know how many people you would reach potentially. Of course, you divide this number maybe even on 50%. You ask radio to provide a portrait of their audience, and they do research what is their audience, because they need to sell advertisement, and you will understand whom you're reaching. And that's, I mean, quite, particular work, which I do all the time when I start a new project. I do this media landscape. When I look who is my audience, what they consume, how they watch TV, which accounts they follow. And then I can build, actually, from beginning you have a mess of information. But then you just go to free resources in each category and you work with them. You don't need to send press releases to 15 media. You know that your audience consume these free newspapers or these free news channels or online portals. And you work with them individually. How? We will speak with you. Media. The information agencies where it doesn't matter, would you call, would you meet, they just publish, generating online content. Okay. But if you want to get really a story, as I said, you created a map of media, you have 5 media you want to work, and you make from one story 5 different things. You can call to radio and propose interview. You call to TV and you propose a report with a family involved in your project. Let's imagine there were a photo exhibition and one of the families involved in this can be interviewed by TV. Not for a crowd of journalists, but Wine TV would go to their home and will speak with them. Then you go to a newspaper or online portal and you propose them a facts sheet. Yes, 10 facts about this problem in a society, about cinema development. You don't speak only about your event, but you would speak about wider problem of cinema or urban spaces in Slovenia. And use, among 10 facts, 5 would be about all different kind of things. About number of parts, number of production. And 5 facts would be how your event would help to address these other 5 issues. You would provide contact for interviews, not only of your organization, but of any other people who can be involved. Sometimes they could be even your opponents. And that helps. Journalists call this constructor. When I speak with journalists, they say, we dream about the time when organizations will talk with us, providing us a scheme of report. Are they lazy? Maybe, but we know that they produce per day a lot of reports, and who better than we can know what we want to tell in this story? That's why usually I prepare, fact sheet that involves at least 3 speakers, again, not only from my organization, 1 human being, I'm telling you it's not professional, it's a real family person affected by your project, 1 person from government or business, and 1 person from my organization. I provide 3 contacts. I provide a short facts about the problem in general, maybe some international examples, some interesting facts. I give them what they need. How you find out what they need? You open newspaper or online portal and you look to the type of stories they produce. And you look not just a reader, but now in this time you will look like a professional. You will try to see, okay, they use 2 quotes, they use the fact, they have photos. And that's how you build your constructor. Then you look to the trends. What is here? What are the media highlights? And you try to connect your story with the current trend. How you do it? If you know that the next month there will be, or today is a Children's Day, for sure, yes, we need to think how to connect. Maybe some of you work with children, and it's a World Children's Rights Day. Maybe you can connect or plan it during the year, these links. And then you create partnership. Coming back, how media looks like now. This is how they look in Ukraine. War, president, Crimea. And it's depressing, and it's something what you cannot actually influence. There's no link. Why they do it? Yes, in our country they're still funded by oligarchs, and they are interested, yes, to put this as highlight. But they also have interest not only to serve for their owners, but also to attract audience, because it's useless to own newspaper or TV if nobody would watch it. That's why they're also searching for ways how to attract audience. I showed you before coverage of the same journal. What they did, they made another series of things. And here they cover 10 creative people from Ukraine under 30 years that were successful abroad. And here we're speaking about these trends. The trend is to speak about war. But war is also about patriotism, etc. And here they're speaking about, they created actually a new trend. They created a trend of young people that can change something and then can bring some image for the country. I mean, these are the most visited websites in Slovenia, yes. Among BBC at least says like this, that these are the most visited websites in Slovenia. Again, you need to understand how many time people spend at this website, what they are looking at this website. Just your appearance here among news, not always help. We try to create, for example, a partnership with media, and we have now a special section, creativity, and they make a series of things. That helps, because it's very easy to be lost here, because, they would change the print screen several times per day. Your story can be lost. I mean, it's a good start, but you can always think what I can get more from any communication action I do. And again, it's good start that there will be a story about your film or advertisement about your exhibition, but you can also think how you can get to different sections. You see there is Kultura, but maybe not all people would click on Kultura. Maybe you can think about series of blogs, мнения, with opinion leaders about your topic. You would employ them like brand ambassadors. You go to мнения, you go to Kultura, obviously, you create some multimedia, and you can cover with this and be at least somewhere in the information space. These are just ideas. I mean, again, you can just be inspired by example and think, deeply what you can do more. Media, they're very news-based. Yes, they would not be always useful if you don't have a news, but you have rather a story or a problem. Media would not cover everybody. There are a lot of people now who would not consume media. That's why let's think about other ways to work not only with media, but to go direct to your audience. And for this, you should understand again, what are the channels of information? Research shows that people also, if you would speak with marketing people, they would say, okay, media, we will invest in advertisement in media, and we will invest in advertisement in outdoor, or some kind of advertisement on outdoor posters, etc. Or we would think about some direct mailing, direct contacts in the shops, etc. But in order to go directly to people, you need to know what will be attractive for them. And you, in this case, need again to make research. What are the values of people? What can touch them? What can make them to look for something, to continue reading it, to take your brochure? As I said, everybody following very basics, very basic things, survival, survival, love, security. These are very basic things. When you look to it's actually from 2014-12 research on EU on values. We have human rights, peace, democracy, but these are, not about what is the most important in life for Europeans, but what are the most important values for Europeans. It is good to find similar research in Slovenia. What are the most important issues for Slovenian people nowadays? You need to fill your audience. What would be the most important for them? Security, then link to all your messages to security. Employability, then speak about creating new spaces, improving professional skills, make your exhibitions practical or events practical towards this value. But anyway, even with this, you can understand that if you would speak only about tolerance, that would not actually, click for a lot of people. They would not see tolerance as the most crucial value or problem. Maybe you need to reform the word tolerance and to match it to respect for human rights. You can speak about tolerance in a way, you need to be tolerant. Or you can say, we need to respect rights of different groups of population. And that's how you change your messages and make them more important to some other priorities. Then we look deeper, as we said, we're coming back to social media. It's about Slovenia statistics. And of course, yes, we have a big number of Facebook users, and it's quite small, for example, for YouTube. Again, what does it tell you? That, you know, thinking about promoting your project only in YouTube would not work, or if you have really a group of people, this 0.002% of people you need, and they're in Facebook, okay. But if you need 80% of people, you would need to go maybe using YouTube content through another social media. The same with Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. Instagram is another small dot. Be careful. Remember how many people nowadays, this week, use Instagram. And we're moving to one more thing, where to take resources to create all this content, you know, to have all these inspiring stories. And it helps to have, to start when you create a project, or, always to think how your team feels about this project. And nowadays, this brand ambassador thing is very important, that you have messengers of your activities. Your team is the beginning, then there can be their friends, and then there can be your partners. You can also think about this not as your team, team of your small organization, five people. You can think about wider team of professional partner organizations. And then you can also use your team as experts. They can be interviewed, they can conduct workshops, they can go to different communities, even without additional funding. You can do it. We do it on the website, for example, teaching some of us in very short things like 5 successful steps to building strategy, 10 things of doing this. It works, and again, you can provide this content to other media, to partners, share it. And the last thing, when you think about how you work outside of media, you can work with opinion leaders, celebrities. Is it easy here to work with celebrities? These are top 10 personal accounts and their followers. And then if you look, Slovenia, Chelsea club has 4 million people. Sometimes it's hard to compete, yes, with these accounts. We have 3 first places with beer brands. And then you think, what can I do with beer brand? But again, go and update yourself. What are the opinion leaders in your, these are not opinion leaders for all society. We're speaking here about Facebook users and about the community following these Facebook accounts, and what you can do with them. Through these topics, you can understand what are the main interests of people, because people have their work. During the working day, they have a lot of things which are not always interesting for them. After work, or even during the day, they want to think about something different, about something lighter, more entertaining, and think how you can fit to these topics, or how you can use them, propose cooperation, invite them, involve them. In different ways. In EU, you know that they also say your project should be should be promoted on local. We spoke with you about this local level in the country, regional level, neighbors. This is very strong part of your history. Yes, you're very close with the neighbors, and thanks to Motorvilla, you explore new countries, and internationally. What I can tell you, working with now with 6 countries from Eastern Partnership, 3 newly joined countries are desperate for partners. Ukraine, Georgia, Moldova entered Creative Europe last year. Georgia submitted some ideas and won as a partner one of the projects. All others not yet. And if you struggle in finding partners, but I saw in your projects you have a lot of partners, but if you have a competition among finding, UK partners, or also you also like another partners, please think about us, Eastern Partnership. It will be easy, because again, we are desperate for partners. You will be able to lead, and you will be very strong there. Of course, we need to always try to be strongest among strongest, but sometimes it's also important, and it will help to make you stronger if you would share your experience and your capacities with weaker partners, and that will make you also stronger, analyze your ideas, etc. That's why open new markets, and think about us. Our program can help you to contact with some of the organizations to make your presentations. And in these steps, you know, yes, you work with networks, you work with events. But how you work with events? Again, when you come to the event, maybe for each event, you can think about small communication strategy. You come to the cultural forum, 200 people, 300 people reaching recent European Cultural Forum. You target. You know, you're not just communicating or networking. You target. You create message. You know, better people can consume maximum 2-3 messages at one time. You create messages, you create list of people, countries, organizations you want to contact in your mind, and you target them at the events. One thing is to send or to be registered in database, signal to the space, support it with something very targeted. One thing to send a request for cooperation to Opera House in Croatia. Another thing, to find somebody who knows a director or head of the international department in Opera House in Croatia and can pass your message. Target at events, target at your communication, and think about message, as I said, and something catchy about your project. And I mean, my Facebook account, if you use Facebook, please contact me for any questions, and after lunch we will work on concrete proposals and I mean, some questions I would have to you, and we can discuss how some things you can, I mean, make even more sound for the proposal to apply the Creative Europe projects. Thank you very much. We will have the questions and answers separately. Thank you.